Hello everybody. We have another DCooperation with very interesting, nice lady that I met in Steemit for a long time. Even before I joined Dtube, she was very active and I followed her that time, and recently I saw her interesting posts and video and I invited her for this interview. Hello.
Hi there.
So how we can find you in Steem blockchain?
I'm as Indigo Ocean.
Yeah. So when did you join Steem blockchain and how did you find about it the first time?
I found it on YouTube, actually. I was just watching videos on YouTube and I don't even know how. Oh, I do know. I was researching cryptocurrency and it wound up in the pack. Even though it was talking about Steemit specifically, it was talking about the platform, not Steem the coin. But for whatever reason, it got mixed in with all the different coin videos that I was watching. And it just seemed so great because I've done a number of blogs before, but I've never had a blog where I got paid for writing the article. So I was immediately drawn to it. And that was like 6 months ago.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a very nice story. Okay, what do you do usually in Steem blockchain?
I really do just blog so far. So I'm just on Steemit now. I've been kind of intending to do DLive. I tried a couple of times and I couldn't figure out quite the technology, but I am determined that I am going to do DLive at some point, and do some live streams also.
Yeah, but you are making also videos, I saw in YouTube.
I do. So very rarely I make a video and then I do put it on YouTube. And so I might actually, for DLive, instead of streaming live, I may just upload videos to there also and just like make things a little easier. So we'll see, but that's in the cards. But so far, all I've done are the art. I'm more of a writer than a video maker.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very good that you are promoting Steem in YouTube, because YouTube is huge and it has very big traffic.
Yeah, very much so. And you know, not just in making my videos, but also when I'm watching other crypto videos, like if I can possibly get a comment in about Steem, I will. Not like buy Steem, but just like, something more intelligent, like related to what they're talking about in the video, where, Steem is something that should be considered also.
Yeah, your videos and your posts are very intelligent and very informative, by the way.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah, you are doing very well. Okay, what do you think about Steem blockchain?
I think it's one of the best blockchains out there. Again, I came to it originally looking for crypto, but finding the blogging platform. But as I've gotten deeper into it and learned more and more about it, it's like, it's a really good coin. Like, even if I wasn't creating any content on any of the many different Steem dApps, it would still make really good sense just to invest in the coin. I think it's a truly undervalued coin. And I don't just say that because I have some, because I have a lot of other coins too. And they're not all undervalued, right? I mean, the market is down, but other ones are in keeping, like relative to a lowered market, they're in keeping with, I think, their relative, what they've accomplished and their market cap relative to what other market caps have accomplished. It kind of makes sense for a lot of them. Steem, it doesn't make sense. Steem is really undervalued when you look at what others have done, how far they are along, and its significance, its meaning, like what it actually brings to the world. And then what the market cap is, it's just like, I think it's a sleeping giant.
Yeah, of course. And I see that you invested in Steem, because I see that you joined Steem even after me, but now you have just
I have
more power than me. You invested, yes?
That's a funny thing about Steem, right? Everybody can look in each other's wallet.
Yeah. But I think it shows the interest of the person in Steem and the belief, because I saw people having about 20,000 Steem power, and they start to power down, and they powered down till 4,000 or 5,000 because they maybe lost their belief or something like that. Or
Possibly. I mean, so far I've not I've not taken any money out. Like everything I've earned, I've powered up. And then, yeah, I've also invested some. Um, it's probably one of my larger holdings.
Yeah. I mean, I respect such people that still hold Steam, and they believe in it, and they never power down.
Yeah, well, I do intend to someday start drawing the money out. My plan is to go at least a year only powering up. But if the market really comes up and the amount that I'm making each month gets to be like where it pays for something, then I probably would start, I wouldn't power down, but I might start, taking out some money. But right now my plan is it's an investment, and it's an investment that pays me doubly, right? There's the price appreciation of the coin, and then there's additionally that it allows me to operate on the platform in a way that helps me make other people money and creates relationships of mutuality where other people are also wanting me to succeed,
Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice that you believe in it and you invest in it. It's really amazing. So the next question is about your skills. What are your skills and the things that you do well in your life?
Well, so my career has been, I was a psychotherapist, a child therapist, play therapist, and art therapist for many years. And then my second career, after I moved, the way it works in the United States, you get licensed for certain fields state by state. So I moved to where I didn't have licensure to practice, and I didn't want to go back and do all of that over again. So I changed careers and I went into business consulting, which is more related than one might think. Being able to work with the psychology of children and being able to work with corporate managers. Very similar skill set. So I had to be taught all of the business part. So I worked for business consulting firms, and they taught me the business consulting part, but they wanted someone who had the people skills. And so I did that for a little over a decade. And I guess, you would sum up what my skill set was. In one case, it was helping people to kind of live happier lives, helping them to meet whatever the situation of their lives were in a way that made them happier and more satisfied. And then the second part, it was really about helping people make more money. And that was really the bottom line. If you're a business consultant, you could be doing lots of different things. There might be different things you're working on. Bottom line is, are your clients making more money? And I would say I took my own advice quite well. So I'm now retired. So now what I'm trying to do well is enjoy my retirement.
Yeah, but you have also a skill for writing. I think you write very, very well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's been an avocation of a lifetime. I think, when I was in fourth grade, my teacher had us read the Diary of Anne Frank. And I was so impressed by, and she also gave us the assignment of keeping a diary. And so I started writing then, just writing a diary for school. And I've really never stopped writing since. I don't write diaries anymore. I find them to be counterproductive. I think most people in them just kind of stew on what they don't like. It's like a meditation on what you don't want. So I cut that out many, many years ago, but I still enjoy writing for other people.
Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, the last question is about tips. What are the tips that you can give to Steamians to grow and to improve?
Well, number one, comment more than you post, and comment a lot. If you, I think I only very recently hit 100 posts, but if you look at how many, like where it counts in some places, it puts comments and posts together. I have like thousands.
Yeah, I have 11,000 comments. Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't have that many, but it's like the proportion though, it's like, how do you get people to actually know that you're there, and how do you build relationships? You go where they are, right? And interact, not just with the person who made the post, but interact with the other people in the comments too. And take a look at their profile and put something on your description so that when people do see you in the comments and they look, they have a reason to want to, click through and see your full profile and see some of the stuff on your blog. Have something there, do post some so that when they go to your blog, they do see that you're posting, but because you want them to follow you, right? and follow other people. So basically make your primary activity in the comments on other people's posts, really interacting there, following people there, and building relationships.
Yeah, yeah, it's very nice tip. Yeah, yeah. That's it for the tips.
I think so. That's the main thing. I mean, the other thing I would say, you know, invest in the platform, you know, buy some Steam if you possibly can. When I first started out, I really was super tight on money because I was trying to retire, and I had a lot, I was moving from state to state. I had a lot going on. And so I couldn't be putting money into Steam in any significant way, but I still put just like a couple $100 in. And even just that really made a difference. And then after that, I think I spent another maybe $30, $40, something like that, buying delegations of Steam. And that really helped because I could buy, like, I think well, back then the interest rates were much higher than they are now. So back then I might pay 30 Steam to get 1,000 Steam power for like a couple months, maybe something like that. But I would do that. And that got me through that period where I couldn't really invest, but I still got to have more of the voting power. And that helps because even though I try to keep myself self-voting to just voting for I try to post like once a day. And so I do vote for my own post. But other than that, my votes are going to other people. So you could say, well, if you buy delegated Steam power, if you're not self-voting, like you're just spending money. But the reality is, if you're trying to get traction on the platform, it's very much similar to what I was talking about with the comments. You're trying to build relationships. People have to notice you. And the easiest way to get people to notice you is to give them money.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
You can give someone, you know, 1 cent, or it's dust, right? They don't get anything when you give them that. And it has to be at least 2 cents for them to actually be rewarded the money in their wallet. So if you can get to where your upvote is worth at least 2 cents, then at least that's 10 times a day that you can do that. If you can get it up to 5 cents, then that's, 20, 25 times a day that you can do that. And it really makes a huge difference because we're all just trying to stand out in a sea of a lot of info.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, and we can also invest just from the rewards that we get because mostly people that just gather money and withdraw them and use them, but we can sometimes use them to power up or something. I think.
Yeah, definitely keep powering up, and I would encourage people to make the same commitment that I've made. Go a year, just 1 year, and if you wait that year to start drawing anything out, the way that I see it is, however much you're making per month. In terms of how much Steam you're making, not the dollar value, because obviously that's going up and down, but how much Steam you're making per month. At the time you start taking the money out, that's the most you're ever going to make. Your profit is not going to go up from there, not by much. So wait, and then start taking it out when there's some real power that you've built on the platform.
And especially with this price now, it's no sense to withdraw now with this. Little in the future, I am sure that Steam will go like $10 or even more.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for these tips and this amazing interview. It was a pleasure for me to interview you because I like what you are doing. I like your posts. I like your videos. I like your ideas. So, welcome to our community, DCooperation. We are making mutual videos. You can join us. You can use our promotion channels. And we will be in touch, and maybe in the future we'll make similar collaborations like this.
Fantastic. Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you everybody for watching. Goodbye.